Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Positive Living Center right here in Oakhurst. Hello to everyone on Zoom this morning. Can you wave at me? Let me know you're hearing me. Good. Good to see you. It's a little muggy outside, or is it just me? Just me. Gosh, I was perspiring after I got out of the shower. I was like, what the heck?
That's why I'm just keeping my hair wet all the time now.
Yeah, that wet look. Yeah, I like that. My goodness, it's the last day of July.
Yay.
It's been a long month, a long, long month. We'll see what August presents to us. I'm Joe Bull. I'm a minister here at the PLC, and good to see all of you, as I said. 2022 has been deemed the year of creating healthy lifestyles. And our topics and themes for July are for physical health, flexibility, mental health, adaptability, and spiritual health, forgiveness. We've been hearing a lot of different speakers give you their ideas and thoughts on these three subjects, and I've really been enjoying it very much. Is it nice and cool in here for everyone? It feels good, huh? Good. Well, it gives us a great time to get comfortable and go into meditation at this very moment.
So I say we meditate for rain without lightning and cooler days. So I brought the rain stick.
Let us go within. Let us be here presently. Connecting with our highest source. As we connect with our highest source. This day, this moment, let us remind ourselves of what we are grateful for. Our health, our lives, our friends, our family. we know how to adapt, how to be flexible, and how to forgive ourselves and others. God is our source always, and so it is. Reverend Angelo, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Reverend Angelo is going to be our spiritual thought this morning. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, my friend.
Thank you. Am I on now?
Yes, yes, you are.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
I want to say that what I'm speaking on today is part of all the themes: flexibility, adaptability, and forgiveness. And when you look at forgiveness, keep in mind that go back to playing golf. The 4, that's where we send forth any negative situations that we deem negative when they might be life-changing. Anyway, I'm pleased to have this opportunity to share with you a spiritual thought today. During the many challenges that have confronted me over the past 2 years, I've come to the conclusion that relates to an activity that our family enjoyed when I was a kid. And what I love about this is that it presented to me a metaphor that I could use as a minister and practitioner of New Thought to help those who call, many of them do call, asking me for help in processing all the so-called negative situations that are occurring in their lives. When we were children, our family used to lie down in the front yard at night, hold hands, look up through the darkness and see the thousands of stars shining their magnificence back to us. And so that's the metaphor that I really love so much. Anyway, these are the times where we need to go back to the beginning. We need to realize who and what we are and remember that, who and what we are and who we are not. We are definitely not victims of circumstances, and hate to be too dramatic about it, but this has been our major situation as a practitioner and minister of religious science and dealing with people who are going through hell in their own minds. That we are not victims of circumstances. We're an eternal life force of the divine. That we are superior for all situations and activities that occur in our lives. We are superior to all that. We are not victims of it. And we are also here to, and I believe, I always like to say that I'm a visitor on planet Earth, enjoying my vacation here. Enjoying the idea that what I'm here for is to grow my soul awareness, to look at all the activities of the physical dimension and realize how powerful we are when we know how to deal with them. This is our purpose. One thing that may get in our way, I'm not sure, but to go further, we are here to grow our soul. But one of the things that we do have, we have what we call a human mind. We have an ego mind. And that purpose of that ego mind, many of the people that I read look at it as a negative. It isn't, it's a positive, it's a necessary. It needs to be trained a little bit. But what it does, it's supposed to tell us what our relationship is in the physical world. It says, hey, Angelo, you don't cross the street when the light's red. You don't try to beat that train at the railroad crossing. Do not touch that hot plate. It'll burn you. So those are the things. But the problem is that we face, and when we're counseling with our people who come to us, either as participants of New Thought or ministers and practitioners, that what we find is that people come to us and they forget who they are, and they lose track of that everything that that's confronting them helps them in some way. And so this mind of ours, this ego mind, will look at things that are not pleasing to it, that they may not understand, and what happens became treated as a negative, that it's a downside. It's a bad situation for us. And then what happens is we focus on that, and it contaminates our consciousness entirely. So as life forms of the divine, here to process and to actually discover the sole purpose that we are. We need to realize that situations and circumstances that confront us will benefit us and benefit our spiritual growth as we proceed on this human experience. And so the thought that I want to leave with you today, that I would love you to take with you, is this: the highest good, no matter what we think of what it is revealing itself all the time, no matter what we think of it in a moment. That our darkness, that out of this darkness comes the shining light of love and healing. And so it is. Thank you.
Yes, and so it is. Thank you, Angie. Great reminders each and every moment. Lori Ballard, you want to come up and play a little something for us?
Just comes up so soon.
I know. Let's give Reverend Lori Ballard a hand.
Good morning, everybody. Morning. I don't like to reiterate what Angie just said, but that is so true about everything does happen for our highest good, even the time we can't figure it out, but it does. And I've had a really weird month, and it's all for the best. I mean, it's done with now, and everything's working out really well. But at the time, it was like shocking, you know, every little thing that happened. So, but here we are. Anyway, the song that I'm going to do now, I did back when we were on Zoom. Remember those days when we were all on Zoom? Anyway, I wrote it on the piano, but the piano gets me, I mean, I like playing the piano. It's really fun now to play it, but I get too nervous playing it when I have to sing in front of people. So today I'm going to do it on guitar, but now I'm nervous about doing it on guitar because I'm so used to doing it on piano. Okay, so I'll try. Are you aware of the sky and the air you breathe? And are you open to all that is and all you've yet to see? And do you listen to the silence, bending time and space? And do you feel the light is coming from a faraway place? Do you know who you are? Energy of love and light. Your thoughts, your intentions will manifest your life. I come to you in the love and the light of the infinite creator. It's time to claim, time to remain with God, so don't be afraid to say it. You're all that you need to finally be free. Go within for the answers and be still, dear one, just be. No need to bow down and worship anyone other than you. Your
simple doors are open, and your heart will walk you through. Yes, I know who I am. Energy of love and light. My thoughts, my intentions have created my own life. Have created my own life.
Beautiful, Lori. Thank you very much. I think that was prettier on the guitar than the piano.
Well, I really like it on the piano better.
Yeah. Well, everything you do is always turns out golden to me. So thank you so much. God bless you. Oh my goodness. We are moving right along this morning. Our speaker today is Reverend Judy DeRosa. Reverend Judy, there you are. She'll go on that one. Thank you.
I don't mind the lobotomy so much. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is a pleasure to be here and to be surrounded by loving people. I really loved Angelo's talk this morning. He's right. We're in this position where our ability to interconnect with being adaptable is really, really important to us. Let's see it as it is. So my talk is about adaptability. Adapt to make something suitable for a new use or purpose, or to modify. Ability, the means or skill to do something, a talent, or being proficient at what your focus is on in the moment. Here in the Positive Living Center, we are exploring the vastness of our opportunities with forgiveness, flexibility, and adaptability. I always return to my Indigenous teachings, and that's a part of what I'll be talking about today. This circle of life is recognized and welcomed with a spiritual, mental, and physical opening of our new thought journey. As we become aware that we have alternative routes to take, life becomes settled, clearer. We become stronger by using new thought. In the Native American culture, we live the sacredness of cycles and circles from birth to death. We look upon the world with our circular eyes, and we feed ourselves through our circular mouth. Indigenous natives know we sit in a circle in order to establish that sense of equal status. And that group knows that everyone is welcome and that everyone is equal in the circle. They know that the directions of east, south, west, and north help us to understand our place on this circular world. Fortunately, we live in an adaptable, changing universe where nothing is immobile. We may be deceived by our senses, Yet we understand that everything on this planet adapts. We live on a planet that rotates approximately 1,000 miles an hour, while the Milky Way, where our planet resides, is spinning roughly 130 miles per second. We have adapted to these natural forces seamlessly, as we only feel the wind or the gentle breeze rather than the velocity in which we speed through the limitless universe. For instance, this is in evidence in the cycle of our seasons. The compass rose is designed in a circular pattern, starting in the direction of the east. I think of spring as new beginnings, creativity, planting new ideas. In the South, I think of summer as a time when we watch what we've planted as it grows into something more than the seed. We observe the transformation of an idea into physical reality. I see the joy as a positive, loving growth while children play in the heat in summer. In the West, I think of fall as the time of harvesting our ideas and the gathering together to share this abundance of designs, talents, teachings of skills and discoveries. Using our developing awareness to learn from experience and willingness to share and teach, to become more flexible. In the North, I see winter as our place of resting, reflection, planning for the new cycle to repeat itself. We embrace creativity in every level of awareness, while the mind, body, and spirit work to improve what comes next in the new cycle. We may ramble about as though everything will remain as we see it in this moment, forgetting that the world was an endless sea at one time, and the giant glaciers' episodic adventures were vast expanses of ice creeping along its path. This planet was not designed for humans as we've been led to believe. It was not designed for humanity at all. It was designed as a progression of evolution for all life forms, for all life forms. The Garden of Eden was invented to control men and women by the use of shame and blame. We also know the mountains move through the natural process of erosion, through floods and earthquakes, wind and rain. It is all the give and take of this adapting force of nature as the water cycles around the planet, as well as the clouds and the jet streams above us shift and change. We're paying attention. We can adapt. We can thrive. We can be of service to others by exercising and experiencing our spiritual awareness of kindness, impermanence, forgiveness, and tolerance for those who just still rage against obstacles which have been self-created. We are here for the journey to become flexible, adaptable, and forgiving. The insinuation that everything stays the same is very misleading. This world will evolve as we are evolving in this moment. We must be present in all our actions, for our evolution doesn't stop here after we die, or in native terms, when we drop our robes. We will return back here and experience what we have previously left behind. Are we good stewards? Did we tend the earth in a respectful manner? I'm sure we will eventually find out. This personal evolution comes with the continuous, flexible attitude that we are here to learn, because our souls do not speak a human language. They communicate to us through symbols, dreams, metaphors, visions, poetry, music, deep feelings, inspiration, and everyday magic, such as planting seeds. This journey of compassion, kindness, forgiveness, or the understanding of the constant contrast in life helps us with the duality of living and loving while digging deeper into our inward quest to become a whole person, a human being. We are presented opportunities that push us to become flexible, or in contrast, rigid and unforgiving, stuck in unyielding, non-thinking by parroting what we've been taught. It's our job to redefine and explore ideas for ourselves. We often take the easy way out and do nothing and feel as if something is lacking. That feeling is our intuition speaking to us, telling us that yes, you're correct. Something is missing, and it is your opportunity to find answers that you already hold within your sacred self. This awakening of creative awareness helps oneself to step onto a personal journey and pay attention to the matters at hand, which are important to all of us, but especially you. My suggestion is stop looking down at your phone and look around at your environment, because our answers come from within. Self-awareness can take us to another level of loving, of understanding, and feelings that you may never have felt before. There's always another opportunity for love. There's always another door opening for your heart. Let's imagine you and I are in my garden, which is just at the end of the drive. The area was a stark place. It was a piece of land that was filled with weeds and gophers, drilling holes into the hard-packed soil. It had been transformed into an alive, living entity. Each morning, as I visit and observe the growth and magic that occurs in the garden, I feel joy, discovery, peace, and gratitude. When we plant our seeds, we plant with intention. In the spring, we know that there is a perfect exchange of energy, which is a give and take from soil and seeds. This form of reciprocity is an invisible agreement, which reminds me of Great Spirit, invisible yet deeply felt. This energy allows us to understand at a deeper level the energetic waves of life, of living, of caring, and loving feelings which we are embraced and surrounded by, even though we cannot see it. At planting time, the seeds are sung to by the native women in the tribe, so the corn feels welcome, much like a child in the womb. Let's envision that the requirements for our seeds, which match the offerings of the rich soil with just the right amount of sunlight and moisture in that earthy growing medium of dirt, is balanced and ready for planting. This harmony of give and take serves more than us, the recipients of the corn, beans, and squash. How so? Let's imagine that the soil is a living organism, which it is, and has needs like we do, to give, to share, and to exist. The soil wants to share its nutrients, its organics, its organisms, its minerals. All of that promotes life. Our mindset promotes life. This is one example of the uncountable exchanges that takes place at this level of adaptation, which constantly surrounds us. This adaptability in nature is a small reminder that when we shift our attitude regarding anything in life, we realize we have unlimited choices. But if we only focus on the negative, we only get the negative. I choose to put out water for the animals year-round. Here on the land, we have 2 new, tiny, white dotted fawns that run around on the PLC property and at Brenda's land. We have night creatures that travel and roam, wild cats and dogs, raccoons, skunks, foxes, and a stray mountain lion. The water is for all these visitors, no exception. Our job is to care. And each of us make a constant, continuous choice to be of service to other life and to each other. We continue to open up to these unique opportunities of living in a positive, giving manner. I personally learn by watching what people do rather than what they say, because I know that action speaks louder than words to me. That elegant, long, swooping idea of purpose helps me to be on my path and not get too distracted by all the options and distractions we have on our life menu. Moving forward towards the parts of myself I have not yet met is part of my goal. I strive for that core of loving that I missed when I was a kid. I leave behind the expectations regarding others now and step forward into that creative world, the imagination, through words, art, and whatever Mother Earth offers in this visionary dance. For me, this is a spiritual agreement with the elements of my higher self and my learning. This July, I watched the plume of smoke rise in the air from the fires, as I am sure we all watched. I saw the billowing dark gray clouds with towering smoke columns rise into the sky. I watched the aircraft as they battled the fire in the mountains, on the land, and I see a constant contrast of give and take. This is not a new story on our planet. The adaptation of trees, plants, animals, and people are in a constant display of building and then collapsing over the ages of past civilizations. We are rising and falling like the breath in our lungs. This life force from within is what propels us forward to become our true self, like the wind in the sails of a boat. Without this reciprocity, we must wait for the next inhalation into our lungs or the next push of the wind in the sails. Everything works together, or sometimes not at all. Nature works with the fires as her cleanser, her upthrust, her earth movements as landslides. Shifts and quakes are her evolution. We are on this journey together on the surface of another living organism, learning and observing, and hopefully taking nothing for granted. Most people are not aware that our life depends on the generosity of our host, with her many names: Atara, Pachamama, Planet Earth, Great Mother, the Blue Jewel, Mother Nature, Gaia, Pangea, Great Mother Terra, the world, Magna Mater, Tellus, Sacred Orb, and Ma. When our gardens grow, it gives back in many ways. We are given beauty and veggies, while pollinators, such as the bees, butterflies, and birds, all gain from the flowers' blossoms. The harmony with those who surround us is part of that life force, which makes our life full, abundant, and rich. We can adapt to make something suitable for a new use or purpose, to modify ourself as we turn to the positive response to our vast options here on Mother Earth. With new thought awareness, we have the choice of love-based karma, which is a gift that brings you lessons for your soul's personal growth and will continue to bring these lessons back around until we have learned them. This vision of karma represents adaptability, flexibility, and forgiving qualities I believe we're all seeking. Let's plant those seeds together and be the good stewards of this precious blue jewel that we often call Mother Earth. From every direction, we are given gifts. May you receive them with an open heart and an open mind, allowing that loving dance to continue on until our soul self believes we have learned the lessons we came here for. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Judy. Great reminders of our potential on this planet, with this planet. It's time for our offertory. Could I get a couple of volunteers to come up and give me a hand with that? Here they come. Thank you. And will you stay with me for a moment while we do the prayer? Thank you, sir. Our offertory statements: divine love flowing through me, blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, ushers. Thank you for your donations today, everyone. It pays the bills, it keeps the doors open, it keeps our sanctuary available to everyone all the time. Thank you, sir. It's time for announcements. Do we have any announcements today? If you do, I want you to come forward and speak on this mic on the floor, because that way everyone with Zoom can hear us with your announcement. Please. Come on, Big John.
Need this.
Well, they won't
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. I simply wish to give thanks for prayers, for the calls, for the energy, for the spirit, which was so valued and treasured during this last week of quiet dispersion. Thank you. You make a difference. Our power of prayer makes a difference. The fact that we can rise and be more than we think we can makes a difference, not only to ourselves, but to all creatures around us.
Thank you so much. Great reminders, John. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Announcements? No? Okay. I echo your thoughts, John. So many people are looking for answers to help them get through this tough time with these fires. And prayer always opens all the doors and opportunities for families to gather and for friends to help, as well as the professionals out there. So it's been wonderful, wonderful responses to that. And I think everyone on Zoom knows how to give donations. Yeah, Missy's got a thumbs up for me, so I think we're doing that right. Good, excellent. Our prayer partner this week is Reverend Sandy West. She'll be available for you after service if you like, and throughout the week. Next week's speaker is Reverend Sandy West. It's time for our prayer of protection. And if you'll say with me, please. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all as well. Yes, thank you. Reverend Lori B. Ballard, do you have another song for us?
It's going to be a little sing-along too.
A little sing-along. Well, we're ready.
So this one is another one of Karen Brucker's songs. She just loves me. She loves that almost every Sunday I do a Karen Brucker song. And so this So the part I want you all to sing, I want you to practice with me because it's kind of a tongue twister at first, okay? Well, I'm going to do it slow. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me, okay? Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. That sounded good. Let's do it a little faster. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Okay, y'all got it? Okay, all right. I'll give you some kind of a, probably a nod. Okay. Here we go. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Every time I open up my heart, I receive all that I need. Knowing God is my source, I relax and let it flow. Because I know that money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. And I have tried, I have all that I need. And it's all inside of me. I just ask and I let go. And I let spirit direct the flow. And money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Every time I open up my heart, I receive all that I need. I relax and let it go. Knowing God is my source. And I know that money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. Studio fade out. Money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is coming to me. You guys were great.
Oh, my goodness. LJ, I thought you were going to dance out of your seat. I was waiting to see everybody just start dancing around the room. That's ah, yes. You could have started a big thing there.
Thank you, Lori.
Beautiful song. Thank you again, Lori. That was very uplifting. Wonderful. It's time for our closing prayer. Reverend Sandy West, you come up and give us your prayer, please. Let's see if I can get you Valley in here. You're a little shorter than
The short.
a little shorter than me.
Oh, man, I'm inspired. I'm rocking. I'm just from Judy to your music just rocked. Thank you. Oh, and John, you were so inspiring. Thank you. So let us ride on these waves that our people today have brought to us and shared with us, knowing that money comes to us easily and effortlessly, that everything we need is ours. Inside of us, it's easy and effortless to get. We only need to reach out and accept and give thanks. And I accept now that everything that everyone needs comes to them in divine right order and divine right timing, that all of our needs are met over and above what we could possibly imagine. And I know and accept the blessings that we have all heaped on our firefighters, knowing that the work that they do is just magnificent. This is a good world we live in, full of good and caring and loving people. And I am so grateful to be a part of it. And say with me, please, and so it is.
So it is. Like everybody on Zoom, see you guys out there. There you go. I hope you enjoyed service today. It was a fabulous, uplifting thing for me. I hope it was for you. I hope you have a great, great week. God bless you. See you next week.